Trump says he wants real end to nuclear problem with Iran as Israel warns Khamenei amid escalating air war between the two nations. Speaking after the G7 summit in Canada, Trump said he may send senior U.S. officials to meet with Iran while insisting his early departure had nothing to do with the proposed Israel-Iran ceasefire suggested by French President Emmanuel Macron. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz issued a stark warning to Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, comparing his fate to that of Saddam Hussein, who was overthrown and executed after a U.S.-led invasion. Shortly after Katz's comments, Iranian state media reported an explosion in Tehran as the conflict entered its fifth day with no sign of slowing. Trump noted that Israel's attacks on Iran were not easing and hinted that something much bigger is in motion beyond the ceasefire talks. Suggested that either U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff or Vice President J.D. Vance could be dispatched to open dialogue with Iran while still pushing for a nuclear agreement. Despite the ongoing military escalation, reports from sources close to Khamenei indicate growing risk of strategic missteps after Israeli strikes eliminated several of his top advisors, including the new wartime chief of staff Ali Shadmani, who was killed just 4 days into his role. Iran's Revolutionary Guards claim they struck Israeli intelligence and Mossad targets. Though Israel has not confirmed these hits, Israel says its air campaign began with a surprise offensive that decimated Iran's top military and nuclear leadership and claims to now control Iranian airspace, with plans to intensify operations. Iran responded with hundreds of ballistic missiles and drones, according to Israeli military officials, with dozens breaching Israeli defenses, resulting in multiple casualties and widespread damage. In Iran, at least 224 people have died, most of them civilians, while Israel reports 24 civilian deaths and more than 600 injuries, prompting the evacuation of nearly 3,000 citizens as tensions rise. Oil markets are jittery after two tankers collided near the Strait of Hormuz, causing fires. Though no major spill occurred, electronic interference around the Gulf has increased, complicating maritime operations and threatening a vital global energy corridor. Qatar expressed alarm over Israel's strike on the shared South Pars gas field, which temporarily halted production and raised global concerns about gas supplies. Iranian officials say the military response will continue unless Israel stops its aggression, while reaffirming their right to peaceful nuclear development. Under international treaties, Israel remains silent on its nuclear capabilities, which are widely believed to exist despite the nation not being a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty.